says she's exhausted by the fact that she can't afford rent even though she's cut back on eating.
There's a woman on TikTok who is going viral right now because her rent went from $1,300 to $1,800 a month with no warning. That is a significant amount of money for your rent to increase to the point where that would make or break somebody's ability to pay rent. Landlords and corporations are continuing to price gouge and not care about the well-being of their tenant.
I beg your pardon?
Or their customers or anybody, because it's all about money, 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 money at this point. I would recommend that this girl see if she can find a cheaper place, but with the increase of rent, is that possible? I have no idea. It is going to take a lot of work to get out of that situation. She's either going to have to get a second job if she doesn't already have one.
Personally, I find it to be amazing if you can get your own, do your own things, carry your own, take care of your own, without needing to rely on anyone else. And so that should be a feat in itself, right? Look at the fact that centuries ago, women needed to rely on men, and now here we are doing our own things. So why should we have to feel sorry about it?
Or scrape up some funds to figure out if she can move to a cheaper place, get a bunch of roommates. I mean, none of it is ideal. $500 could prevent you from saving money monthly too, which is something that I come on here and preach about.
I beg your pardon?
Taking your savings, putting it into a high yield savings or a compound interest account, watching your money grow. How are we supposed to do that when it's $500 increasing in rent? Like, that's insane. I would love for people to just stop being selfish and let people live their lives.
On the 32nd floor of this Etobicoke condo building, a tenant is way behind on her rent.
As of date today, the rent alone amounts to $41,600 and about $5,200 and a change in utilities.
So help me understand, man, where the empathy and sympathy is for the landlord owners, the ones who actually own the buildings, the one that actually rent out to persons. You think that the renters are supposed to have some sort of special power just because they're paying for rent, and clearly they're not paying for rent, and yet they still should be able to stay? Where in the world should people get to live for free, get everything for free, and then when someone says that they want their own property back, that they paid for, that they put their blood, sweat, and tears in, and then supposed to give it to you, a stranger, a nobody, not even family members, just because you can't take care of your own finances? Y'all need to be careful on who the hell it is that you listen to. If you listen to that woman about money and monetary needs, you're already losing. She don't know what she's talking about.
I have to go through this.
That tenant is Dika Raffel, interviewed by Global News in 2013 after the death of her sister. She didn't respond to our phone calls, emails, text messages, and a personal visit to the condo seeking comment. The apartment where she's living was intended to provide retirement income for Singh and his wife.
Imagine working your whole life and building up your portfolio in order for you to not be able to retire because some young simpleton doesn't want to work, doesn't want to pay rent because they feel so entitled, which is what's wrong with most of the Zaz today. They think that everyone is supposed to take care of their needs while they go and do whatever it is that they want. We've seen it over and over and over again. And since the pandemic, it's got even worse because they were taken care of by the government then, even though they didn't seem to listen to the part where you had to catch back up on your rent and your mortgages. And now y'all want to be put upon, but you're still putting on makeup. You're still going on vacation. You're still buying whatever it is that you want. You're still going to Starbucks. And then we're supposed to care? No, carry your ass on the other side of that daggone door. No empathy, no daggone sympathy. You got to work like everyone else.
We showed a similar situation unfolding in Brampton, where a couple was owed more than $22,000 in back rent. A man and his partner refusing to pay rent after being asked to move out because the family wanted to move back in. Money didn't appear to be the issue. The tenant has a new truck and owns a trucking company. It sounds like you know the system.
Of course. Why I don't know? It's normal. I have to know.
Oh yeah, the system is working for him.
Yeah, they're using it.
And it's working against me.
No. 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 No, 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 hell no, 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 I refuse, no.
Help me understand when you're out here taking your vacations and you're seeing the world and you're eating all the food and you're meeting all these men. You're just out here all willy-nilly, and then all of a suddenly the rent is due, the mortgage is due. Clearly you all do not pay attention to the economy, the news, what's going on politically, or anything of that nature. You all sat there and lived through C-19 along with the rest of us and thought that that was a great time to go take all of these vacations, buy all of these cars, even buy homes. Y'all made Amazon probably the number one brand in the daggone world during 2020 to 2023, buying things so much so that Amazon probably had some of their best years ever. And now all of a suddenly, when it's time to be an adult again, now it's not fair. Now you want someone to do something about it. You all do not want to listen. You want to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And then when it's time for the responsibility to come into place, that's when you want someone to help you. That's when it's not fair. That's when you want Biden, Kamala, and Trump to do something for you. No, you have to do something for yourself. You need to cut back. You all don't seem to know what it means to cut back. You don't seem to know what delayed gratification means. You want everything now. Then you want to be an influencer because we all know that most of what's on the internet is a lie. Just because you all seem to not know that doesn't mean that the rest of us with a brain don't know this. People be lying. It's to draw you in. It's to get you to buy whatever it is that they're selling, whether it's views, whether it's a course, whether it's makeup, whether it's whatever it is. And you all fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. There's no thought at all into what it is that you're doing, trying to be like someone who is not even, for the most part, living the way that they present themselves on the internet. And since you all do the same thing, it really confuses me as to why it is that you don't see it. Everyone cannot travel the world while being an influencer. It just does not work out that way. Then you all want to turn into be whores and be on OF and think that that's the only choice that you have, which is fine. Do what you have to do, but don't think that the rest of us give one damn, because the rest of us will cut back when we need to. The rest of us will work when we have to. You want to listen to people like that woman from earlier and say that you think that landlords are supposed to have empathy and sympathy and care for you, help you live. No, help yourself live. You need to help yourself live. Y'all will say, you old, you don't know what you're talking about. Things aren't the same. You don't know how it works now. We're younger. We're better. Y'all younger? Y'all better? Cool. Then why are you all on the internet all the time whining and complaining about the eggs is high, the milk is high, and the rent is high, the mortgage is high, and we can't afford to live? You don't see most of us Generation X on here saying anything about none of that. I know damn well you don't see no baby boomers saying any of that, and yet y'all continue to blame those people for your lives. Imagine getting on the internet saying that you shouldn't have to work 8 hours a day because you're you. Oh, fine, don't do it. That's fine, don't do it. Do it your way. And when you're on the other side of the door and you are in the street, because you will get into the street, don't get on TV whining and complaining thinking that we are supposed to care, because we don't. Take those bit of taxes that you get from us because we do work, and you use it the best way that you can. And when the government does not give you what it is that you think that you should get, because they're going to give you what they want to give you, which is barely anything. But if you like it, we love it. Don't complain about that either. No one is responsible for taking care of you. If you want someone to take care of you, then freaking get married and offer something in the daggone relationship. But we know that y'all don't want to do that either. It's typically only younger people who are on the internet saying these crazy things, and then you sit on Tickety Talk listening to that woman who knows absolutely nothing about finance based off of what it is that she just said. If you owned something, of which most of you don't, but if you owned a home and someone came in and they promised to pay and they did not pay, you would not get on here saying, oh, it's okay. It's okay, take your time. I don't need the money. Whenever you get it, it's fine. And you know damn well that that's the case. But you can never put yourself in anyone else's shoes. You just think that just because people may have more money than you, you don't look at the struggle that they went through in order to get there. You don't look at the blood, sweat, and tears of what they had to go through in order to get there. All you see is the now. You all don't want to work for anything. You want the easiest way. You want everything to be easy. So good luck finding whatever the easy way is, whatever that means to you. And if it doesn't work, don't forget that people did try to tell you, but you wanted to listen to people on TikTok who be lying most of the daggone time. And now you're in the situation that you're in. Women can do it all. Strong, independent. I don't need a man. And then on the daggone TikTok, social media, whining and crying, looking for empathy and sympathy. If what you're doing is not working for you, then maybe you should try another way. But that's just crazy talk. Y'all thought that pandemic was going to last forever and people were going to take care of you forever. And then you didn't make any plans. So that's why the car payments are as high as they are. That's why you all took those car payments, because you thought that's all that you would have to pay. That's why you moved into those luxury places as well, because you were having such great views on the daggone internet. And now that stuff is down because y'all wanted to go back outside so badly. If you don't care about you, I'm really not sure why you think that anyone else should care for you. But that's it. That's all. Besties, let me know what you think. Make sure you comment, like the video. I'll see you all in the next one.
They know better than to feed me anything because I do not care.